I'm Allison and this is Trailers from Hell. This trailer is for the film Privilege, made by Peter Watkins in 1967. It's set in the future and stars Paul Jones, who was singer for Manfred Mann, and Jean Shrimpton, who was a big model at the time. And it's one of my very favorite rock and roll movies.
With enthusiastic raves or vehement objections. That is how the press greeted one of the most extraordinary pictures of our time.
This film, the amazing thing about it is that it is set in the future, although it's probably now or the 90s or who knows where he was exactly setting this. But the interesting thing is that the whole idea is that there's a church, and the church and the state are a dominating force in Britain, presumably. And Paul Jones is a character whose performances for young people are supposed to squash their rebellion by inciting it. So it's inciting it in this controlled way. Peter Watkins cast Paul Jones and Jean Shrimpton, who were huge icons at the time in pop culture.
And memorable.
My parents have got this place in the country and they're away at the moment, and I think we should go there.
Like everybody. Who wants something, I mean, it's obvious what you want, isn't it?
Privilege.
What's amazing to me is the documentary-like quality to the movie. I always love that guy saying that the director's out of his mind. Obviously, the director really liked that in the trailer. But the trailer completely doesn't tell you that this is what this movie is about. I don't think that they quite knew at all how they were supposed to sell this film. Peter Watkins had also done a film called The War Game, which included a very sort of faux documentary style as well. I also really love the scenes of the young people in the audiences who just are hysterical, and we had already seen this years before in A Hard Day's Night. And by the time that these scenes got to a film like Head, where they are almost psychotic, the young teen audiences screaming look almost crazy. The other thing that I really love about Privilege is that I think that it says a lot about fame, and it says a lot about the trap that it is for people who buy into it and how they can't seem to get out of it. And in this case, that's really the character's, his crisis. Paul Jones, after this movie, became a Christian and gave up pop music. And he still records to this day, but he records Christian music with his family.